Hi everyone, welcome to another segment of Word of the Day. My name is Caesar and we're Inspire Movement. Today we're going to be looking at the word abuse. So abuse by definition is to treat a person or animal with cruelty or violence, especially regularly or repeatedly. There are many different forms of abuse, starting with physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional or psychological abuse, domestic violence, discriminatory abuse, neglect, among many others. First thing to note is that regardless of the past relationships that you may have had in your life, abuse is never justified, and you're never responsible for the perpetrator's abusive actions towards you. Another thing to kind of factor in with abuse is that it is a learned behavior. Typically, a lot of the perpetrators of abuse have experienced something similar in their early childhood, and they just live this thing out again and again and again within their new family settings. It could also be brought upon by structural inequities that they've experienced through society, also through pop culture, or maybe even something learned slowly through their friends and acquaintances. How can we help someone that's experiencing some form of abuse? Well, the first thing that we need to do is to try to seek them out to talk. Just venting and talking about the things that they're experiencing is extremely healing and really the path to recovery. Be supportive. Try to tell them that you're very concerned about their safety. Offer some specific help going forward. You also don't want to place any blame or judgment as to what's happening to them, and you want to encourage them to seek out some form of professional help, albeit through the many hotlines like the National Domestic Violence Hotline, the National Sexual Assault Hotline, the National Teen Abuse Hotline, or possibly some other form of help like even 911 if the situation is that dire. Encourage them to try to seek out family and friends that they can trust and let them know that no matter what, you're always going to be by their side. So with abuse, it's incredibly scarring. As I try to personally reflect on it, I can share with you that my family, my combined family between myself and my wife, we definitely have been scarred through abuse, different forms of abuse, and know the damage that this can bring not only to you as an individual, but to the entire family, and how generationally that can have so many lasting bad impacts. So it's terribly difficult to deal with. But there is a path forward. If you yourself are experiencing some form of abuse, it's important for you to know again that this has nothing to do with you. Typically, abuse is due to the brokenness of the perpetrator of the abuse, has nothing to do with you, and you're never to blame. It's never justified. One of the recommendations that I can make if you're experiencing this form of abuse right now, or any form of abuse right now, is to please seek out somebody that you can confide in, somebody that you trust, and get that conversation going as to what you're dealing with. This is really the first initial step to the long path to healing and recovery. And if you don't have somebody within your circle, go and try to reach out to one of the hotlines that I previously mentioned, or even call 911 and try to seek an escape from an immediate situation, because definitely it needs remedy. Know that you're not alone. Again, if you are yourself experiencing some form of abuse right now, know that with a sincere heart I tell you, I will pray for you so that you could find a better path forward. But know that you're not alone. There are people out there that care for you and love you, and know that you are special, unique, and loved, and you're not deserving what treatment you're receiving right now. And I know there's a better future for you ahead, but please take that initial step. Do know that it's going to be incredibly difficult and require a lot of courage, but I know that you can do it. I hope that these words resonate with somebody that's watching out there. Again, we do these things from the heart, and if you want us to explore any other words or maybe points of conversation, we're certainly game. Thank you so much for your attention, and please tune in to www.inspiremovement.com for more relevant, inspiring health and wellness content. Thank you so much, and have a blessed week.